Is Bitcoin a good investment? Is crypto dead? After all the recent scams, disappointment, and market volatility, you'd be forgiven for wondering if Bitcoin is still a good investment. You could even be thinking Bitcoin and crypto are dead and buried. The scandals of FTX, Celsius, Vauld, and others had smashed users' confidence in Bitcoin really hard. So can you still make money with Bitcoin? And if so, how? Is Bitcoin still a good investment or is it dead? The answer is, it depends. The longer answer is, we need to look at a number of factors, which we will examine in this video. You may be wondering how to make money with Bitcoin and should you buy Bitcoin? Make sure you watch to the end, and I'll answer these questions and I'll share great strategies that can still make you money with Bitcoin. Before moving ahead, welcome to our channel, Money for Life, where we talk about finance and investment and share exciting and interesting financial stories. Please take a brief moment to click the like button, and if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, click subscribe to stay connected. So firstly, what is Bitcoin? What makes it unique? And are those characteristics still valid? Let's go back to the very beginning. What is Bitcoin? Bitcoin, or BTC, is a cryptocurrency, a virtual currency designed to act as money and a form of payment outside the control of any one person, group, or entity. This removes the whole layer of third-party middlemen involved in financial transactions. However, Bitcoin is not just a virtual currency, but also a store of value, much like gold, silver, or platinum. Bitcoin was introduced to the public in 2009 by an anonymous developer or group of developers using the name Satoshi Nakamoto. Bitcoin is unique in that its transactions are immutable, so they can't be deleted. Bitcoin is censorship resistant, has a capped supply, and is decentralized, so no one entity, government, person, or group can control it. These are some of the factors that makes Bitcoin unique and sets it apart as a unique asset class called digital assets. Of course, since Bitcoin has become the most well-known cryptocurrency in the world, it has inspired the development of many other cryptocurrencies. These competitors have either attempted to replace it as a payment system or are used as utility or security tokens in other blockchains and emerging financial technologies. But why would you want to invest in Bitcoin? What makes Bitcoin unique? Number 1. Bitcoin separates money supply from the government. We see this situation currently in the world. One group in society has the power to create money at no cost to itself, while the citizens have to work to earn it. It's therefore inevitable that this group has disproportionate power and influence within society. If you want to know why governments have grown so large and bloated, you only have to look as far as the fiat money systems and the power they give to those governments. That money gets spent on all sorts of things a country needs. Whether you agree with how the money is spent or not, it's irrelevant. The fact is, it centralizes power in government and the state. Bitcoin changes this dynamic because Bitcoin makes it impossible for the government to print more or debase Bitcoin for their own political agendas, as we are currently seeing with the fiat currency system the world over. Money, therefore, remains money. It cannot be hijacked as a political tool. Number 2. Bitcoin preserves the value of people's money. We tend to see high Bitcoin use in countries that have seen the greatest destruction to their national currencies. Turkey, Venezuela, Argentina have all seen massive debasement of their national currencies through money printing. Bitcoin has provided citizens with a way to preserve the buying power of their money, but these countries are not alone. Many countries in the world are playing the money printing game, and that's one of the reasons Bitcoin is so promising long term. Number 3. Bitcoin provides an opportunity to make money. Bitcoin provides an opportunity to make money, and that's if you can handle the volatility. By buying when the price is low and selling high, you can make a lot of money. But more of that later. Make sure you watch to the end, as I'll be sharing a number of ways to make money with Bitcoin that still works. Number 4. You can send Bitcoin anywhere. Sending money across borders is hard, even today, whether it's for small or large amounts. Bitcoin changes this. If you need to pay someone in New Delhi or London, there are foreign exchange and other charges. Then there are processing fees, exchange controls, lots of admin and forms to fill in. Bitcoin is international, borderless, fast, and cheap, especially when utilizing a Layer 2 solution. Number 5. No more exchange and capital controls. Governments cannot control the flow of Bitcoin capital in or out of any country's economy. This makes civilians much more economically resilient to poor decisions by their government. Number 6. It removes central banking. The Bitcoin inflation rate is transparent and set in code. The central bank can't start using manipulative inflation measures. It can't set the price of money too high or too low for too long. There is no opportunity for financial manipulation through human or policy error. Number 7. Bitcoin creates real financial inclusion. Approximately 25% of the world's population do not even have a bank account. That's around 1.5 billion people. And this, more than anything, keeps them in poverty. Yet almost everyone, over 90%, now has a smartphone. You therefore only need internet access to invest in or trade cryptocurrency. So to start sending and receiving money, Bitcoin banks the unbanked and connects the world. Number 8, Bitcoin provides real privacy. As the world is edging towards being cashless, all your transactions rely on third parties who know what you're spending your money on. Every single transaction gets recorded, and this will get worse with central bank digital currencies. There will be no privacy at all unless you use cryptocurrency. Number 9, Bitcoin is decentralized digital cash. For decades, computer programmers tried to invent a way to send cash directly from one person to another online without third parties, but no one could come up with a real solution. Then along came Satoshi Nakamoto with his blockchain. It is a major technological breakthrough and allows you to send cash directly without using a middle person. Number 10. Bitcoin introduces true digital scarcity. The digital economy has grown faster than the physical economy over the last 30 years, and that is because of scalability. It can upload an app to the App Store, and it can be downloaded 1 billion times. But if I had to manufacture and distribute 1 billion physical products, it would take a great deal more time and effort. In a world flooded with debt-based fiat money systems, the supply of which increases over time, here is a limited, censorship-resistant, deflationary system of money, whose supply is finite. Satoshi Nakamoto and his blockchain built in a limited supply of just 21 million, which cannot be diluted. Number 11. Bitcoin got people questioning the system. Bitcoin has gotten millions, if not billions, thinking about money and monetary systems, questioning them and their impact, in a way that has never happened before. People now understand that money can be used to control, and people want to maintain control over their own lives. Number 12. Bitcoin has created an entirely new economy and asset class. Crypto didn't exist 15 years ago, but now it's a multi-trillion-dollar economy, although currently in a bear market. Is it money or a digital commodity? It has qualities of both of these, but is in a new asset class of its own. Number 13. Bitcoin has allowed people to level the playing field. Young people feel the economy is working against them, whether it's through house prices, high real inflation, high debt levels, or income tax taken to pay for boomer retirements. Crypto is a way to level the playing field. Number 14. Bitcoin stops cancel culture. Currently, organizations with unpopular worldviews can easily have had their funding turned off. It's much harder to do with Bitcoin, where there is more freedom to transact. Number 15. Bitcoin stops energy waste and accelerates innovation. Because Bitcoin requires significant energy usage, it is accelerating energy efficiency, innovation in production, and adoption of renewables. Approximately 60% of Bitcoin mining now uses renewable energy. It costs 3 times as much to store a unit of electricity than it does to produce it. And around the world, so much potential energy goes unused or wasted. Bitcoin mining uses energy that would otherwise get wasted to create the most powerful computer network ever known to mankind. Bitcoin's current status. Now that we understand what makes Bitcoin unique, where do we stand at the moment? Is Bitcoin dead? Is crypto dead? At present, Bitcoin is in one of its periodic winters, and the price down over 77% from its highs, and negative sentiment has completely taken over. Few are positive about Bitcoin at the moment. With the Bitcoin price down over 77%, it's easy to argue that many of the above unique benefits are irrelevant. What is the point of a money system if it loses 77% of its value? However, that is a very short-sighted view. Look at Bitcoin's performance numbers over a 5-year period and the picture looks very different and very positive. Volatility is a problem for Bitcoin's mainstream adoption, but if it wasn't for the volatility, you wouldn't be able to buy in at low prices. Volatility is what attracts people to it in the first place. Long-term, Bitcoin still makes a great store of value, and it is still possible to make a lot of money out of Bitcoin. Is Bitcoin a good investment despite the risk? So is Bitcoin still a good investment? Similar to any speculative investment, buying Bitcoin obviously carries significant risk, and this needs to be considered. As the traditional finance world realizes Bitcoin's potential for disruption, they must choose either to adopt cryptocurrencies or face irrelevance. Its volatility risk is one of the major factors determining whether Bitcoin is a good investment or not, but it isn't necessarily good or bad. The decision to invest in Bitcoin comes down to your appetite for risk and your perspective on the future of money. A number of countries have stated they are looking into cryptocurrencies to lower their dependence on the US dollar. Bitcoin has the potential to disrupt the US dollar in a massive way, and it is simply too big to be ignored at this point. If this disruption is successful, Bitcoin could be an incredible investment over the long term. When deciding which crypto to invest in, you need to consider the pros and cons carefully. The main reason traditional investors may want exposure to Bitcoin is to hedge against the devaluation of fiat currencies and potentially the collapse of the fiat-based economy. Bitcoin's volatility is a concern to many investors. However, the volatility is expected to decrease over the long term as institutions and governments enter the market to buy and hold Bitcoin. With institutions adding Bitcoin to their balance sheets and El Salvador officially making Bitcoin legal tender, it looks like Bitcoin could be the future of currency, or at least an accepted store of value alongside the existing stores of value, gold, silver, and platinum. An important point to note is that Bitcoin isn't controlled by a central entity, and so its monetary policy is more solid than any government's. ARK Invest CEO Cathie Wood describes Bitcoin as a rules-based monetary system, as Bitcoin's monetary policy is set by the parameters of the code. With governments printing out more money than ever before in light of the recent economic turmoil, investors are looking for alternative investments to hedge against inflation. Many are turning to Bitcoin to do so, facilitating adoption of cryptocurrency over the long term. Is Bitcoin a good investment then? Well, it can be, so long as you do your research and invest wisely. Now that we know it can be a very good investment, how can we actually make money from Bitcoin? There are a number of Bitcoin investment strategies that still work, so let's look at those. Buy and holding Bitcoin. Please remember that although I follow these strategies, this is not investment advice, and it's important to do your own research. Buying and holding Bitcoin is really easy to do. Buying and holding Bitcoin as a long-term investment, or as some crypto investors call it, hodling, can be an easy, simple way to make money in the long term, as long as the price, when you finally sell it, is higher than the price at which you bought it. Historically, the price of Bitcoin has reached as high as $69,000 per coin, so it makes sense to think it could reach a similar figure in the future. You can easily buy and hold Bitcoin on Binance or Crypto.com, and both websites offer automated crypto purchasing. You can set up and automatically as often as you want. Just remember to shift your coins to a hard wallet like a ledger to keep them secure over the long term. Check out our special offer links like Binance, Crypto.com, and Ledger in the text below my video. Dollar cost averaging. Dollar cost averaging, or DCA, is a long-term strategy where an investor regularly buys smaller amounts of an asset over a period of time, no matter the price. For example, investing $200 in Bitcoin every month for a year instead of $2,400 at once. You can invest in Bitcoin using DCA for as long as you want, depending on your investment goals. It can be for a few months, even years. Although DCA is a popular way to buy Bitcoin, it isn't unique to cryptocurrency investing. Traditional investors have been using this strategy for decades to make the best of stock market volatility. So how can you invest in Bitcoin via dollar cost averaging? Which crypto exchanges do we use? With so many recent issues with exchanges, we now only use Coinbase, Binance, and Crypto.com, as these seem to be reputable. Again, remember to only use exchanges to buy or sell Bitcoin or other cryptos, and always store them on a hard wallet like a ledger. DCA on steroids, setting staggered buy orders. So now you understand how DCA works. You can do DCA on steroids by setting staggered low buy orders to buy Bitcoin or altcoins at various points, like $20,000, $15,000, $100,000, or $5. In this strategy, you can increase the order size as the price gets lower. I use Binance and Crypto.com to do this. So check out our special offer links to Binance, Crypto.com, and Ledger in the text below my video. Lending out your Bitcoin. If you already own some Bitcoin, you can earn interest on your assets by lending it out to other investors or institutions. Platforms like Binance, Crypto.com, and even Coinbase allow users to lend out their Bitcoin for decent rates of interest. However, there are risks involved in lending out your Bitcoin and crypto. Although borrowers normally have to deposit crypto to use as collateral, the exchanges or lending platforms can sometimes go out of business. So never leave all your crypto on these platforms. Day trading Bitcoin. Trading or day trading Bitcoin can be very lucrative, but is not easy to do. You can make money by buying and selling Bitcoin within short time frames, moving in and out of positions as the market changes. But it's really easy to lose money this way. I use Binance when I trade crypto, as it has great trading functionality. It's not always easy to know when to buy or sell, but there are loads of decent crypto trading tutorials on YouTube. To learn more information about cryptocurrency and making money, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to our channel. Let us know what your favorite crypto investment strategy is in the comments below. Our channel will keep you updated on trending money topics and financial stories. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.